Creatively, Spendo is having a little bit of a rebirth. We had a significant amount of time off last year. A couple things happened amongst the band, and we just needed some time off to sort of reset.
Well, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold outside, but it's even colder in here. Today's episode is with a Vancouver band that put in the work, albums, singles, and a lot of time on stage. It's Spendo. After 2 albums and a run of singles, the band is at an interesting point right now. I spoke with guitarist Bradley Lambert about where they're at and how they got there. I'm Eric Chen, and you're listening to Inlet Wire, your direct line to BC artists.
But yeah, no, we've been writing a lot of music, a lot different than previous Spendo stuff, but still in the same vein. A lot more experimental side, a lot more jamming going on. We just finished recording 3 new songs with Jay Stewart, Fort Studios in Fort Langley. We're excited to release those singles into spring and into summer this year. A lot different sound, but still the same. Modern classic rock is what we call ourselves. That same sort of vein.
I can see now, it's all coming back. I can feel it. A counterattack is what I needed. Running to hide, yeah, I need this feeling.
You know, some of the new songs have a lot of acoustics, a lot of synth, a lot of different layers on it. Being experimental with the sounds that we can come up with, not really tying ourselves down to anything specific. You know, whatever comes through the window, we let happen. So that's kind of where we're at sonically. And yeah, like jamming is a big part of that. Like you can unlock different things in your music.
Jamming, that makes perfect sense for a band like Spendo. If you have seen them live, you can hear that kind of togetherness right away.
Usually our singer Spencer will come with a song idea when we get together for rehearsals and just start playing it, and everyone will just start picking up on it. And usually what he comes in with at the start of the practice sounds completely different by the end of it. Just like being in the room and no distractions. All of us are together playing something for the first time. Usually we unlock a lot of cool things, and yeah, just really jamming on stuff and not picking it apart and listening to voice memos, coming back after a few weeks. And that has been really good to the creative process for our band.
Walk in the West End, the rain keeps falling.
That sense of togetherness shaped how they approached recording.
With the last 3 singles we did with Danny, like I said, This Feeling, Still Here, and Standing in the Rain, we recorded those songs. 90% of what you hear on those songs is all the same take live off the floor in the studio. So obviously there's additional like overdubs and everyone's vocals and stuff was recorded afterwards, but we never recorded live off the floor before. But we really felt like with those songs, you know, we're a live band. Let's capture that dynamic that we have live and see how we can make it sound in the studio if we just really dial in and play in the same room together. And it turned out great. I know I'm pretty proud that we were able to use, you know, like I said, 90% of those last 3 singles. And that's hard to do, especially when, you know, you get something that sounds so polished, right?
Standing in the rain, standing in the rain with you. Nothing in my life ever felt more like fiction. Standing in the rain, standing in the rain with you. Nothing in my life.
You've heard the music, but behind it is 5 people trying to land on the same thing. Here's how they work through creative tension.
I think for the most part, definitely in the process, creative tension is present. And I think in any good group dynamic, there's some creative tension, just because everyone in their own mind wants the best outcome, and everyone thinks about things differently and has different visions. But typically, we all put our heads together and really agree on things. For the most part, we're on the same page, and usually by the time the song's finished and recorded and everything, everyone's sitting back and really proud and happy with what we could put together as a group, especially with 5 people, because 5 opinions is a lot of opinions, right? So, and when you're writing music, it is important to be on the same page with the people that you're working with.
Once it's recorded, the real test is what happens on stage. And if you have seen Spendo live, you know that's where the band really shines. So I asked Bradley about a show that stayed with him the most.
Playing Barnside Harvest Festival in Ladner in 2024. Just because I grew up in North Delta, Ladner's 20 minutes away. It was kind of like a hometown show for me. Like, I've been hustling my music career since I was 18 years old, and to go up there and play and at a music festival and look out into the crowd, and I've got my kindergarten teacher in the audience watching, got all my friends, all my family, like people that don't get to see the shows very often because we're playing all over the place. We're there, and it was really special. And I just remember walking off that stage that afternoon and going home and just being like, wow, that was one I would not forget. And we really did a smart thing and hired a video crew for that, and got some great live footage, got the tracks, we put it up on our Spotify. So I would say that's probably one of my favorite shows we've ever done.
Those moments on stage tend to stick, and some songs carry the weight more than others. So I asked Bradley which one song that means the most to him.
Out of the whole Spendo catalog is the song Fighter. Spencer showed me very first time that me and him got together to play music, and he just sat down with his acoustic guitar and started playing the song. And yeah, I just remember being like, this guy can write a really good song. I think I might want to hang out with this guy and try to be in his band. And it worked out in my favor, right? So I just remember him singing it to me, and it hit me in the heart. And every single time we play that song, we get the crowd singing it back to us. And some of my proudest guitar work is that guitar solo in that song. So. But I'm a lover, not a fighter. It's never been my style. I don't just get involved with others unless it really feels worthwhile.
Well, that one's personal. But for someone hearing Spendo for the first time, I asked where to start.
Probably The Great Unknown or Give It a Try. Those are good feel-good songs. Give It a Try is a great sing-along song, and it's a good road trip driving song. It's just a happy, good, feel-good song, and I would show those 2 songs right off the bat. Probably Fighter as well.
They have been through a lot to get here, and right now they are locked in, writing, playing, and moving forward together.
We had a lot of challenges thrown at us the last 2 years in particular. There's a lot of times where a band would have just thrown up a flag and bowed out, and we persevered through a lot of things. I think it made us a lot tighter and made the band a lot more of a family dynamic. Last year, our singer Spencer, he had his eardrum collapse and had to have surgery on his ear, and that was really tough because we didn't know if his hearing was going to come back. That was terrifying for Spencer. The year before, I lost my father. During all this going on, we had a Spendo headquarters is what we called it. We'd had it for years, where we would record all of our demos. We did all of our rehearsals there, stored all of our equipment. And yeah, we lost that space. So yeah, we had a couple things kick us in the butt. We were all just going to be really patient with each other and give ourselves some time to, give Spencer time to heal, everyone to focus on their lives. And we came back a lot stronger, and we're looking forward to putting the foot down on the gas pedal in 2026.
That's it for this episode of Inlet Wire with Spendo. You can find the artist playlist for this episode in the show notes. I'm Eric Chen, and this is Inlet Wire, your direct line to BC artists.